Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm filming new makeup releases episode, I think it's 36. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited. As always, the new makeup releases just keep getting better and better. We have about 3 or 4 palettes that were announced this past week, so I'm really excited to dive in, hear what you guys' takes are on some of these new launches. So let's get into it. If you guys are new to my channel, welcome. My name is KARENHARRIS. I like to film tan girl friendly makeup videos here on YouTube. I love new makeup. I love talking about new makeup. I love playing with new makeup. So if that sounds interesting to you, highly recommend subscribing because I post 3 to 4 videos every week. And without further blabbering, let's get into it. Okay, so you guys, first of all, I have to tell you what's on my eyes today. I just got ready to film this video and I played with a PR package that I had received a few months ago. I know, this is so embarrassing. It's so typical me. But anyway, OPV Beauty was so kind and they sent me like a sampling of products from their line. And I played with the Bloom palette. They also sent me some other palettes. Actually, I filmed this. It's just like a chatty get ready with me while I get ready to film. So maybe it'll be interesting to some of you guys if you've been curious about these palettes. So definitely stay tuned for that video. It'll be up sometime soon. I had so much fun trying these palettes out. I am like obsessed with this eye look. Some of the most beautiful green shadows, so I can't wait for you guys to see it. I just wanted to mention that in case you guys were wondering, but we have a lot to talk about, so let's hop to it. I mean, we all knew Melt was gonna do a holiday collection, so they are doing the Bad Side Zodiac mini eyeshadow palettes, part of the Bad Side Zodiac collection. So it looks like there's gonna be more products announced, but for right now, we've seen the 4 mini eyeshadow palettes, and they have an array of creamy mattes and metallic shimmers inspired by the negative traits of the 4 elements of the Zodiac. Create endless, rich, and sultry eye looks to satisfy your every mood. Your weakness is also your strength. Are you ready to embrace your bad side? Okay, so I feel like they really tried to put a twist on the fact that so many brands have done Zodiac collections. Oh, actually, first of all, let me move over so I can put up a nice big picture here. But yeah, I feel like they're doing their best to put a spin on the Zodiacs and focus on the bad side instead of like the typical Zodiac collection. So there's air, earth, fire, and water. So pretty typical. The earth palette is giving me ABH subculture vibes. Does anybody else see it or is it just me? Water is giving me blueprint vibes. The fire palette, I mean, it's just a typical fire palette. And then air is more like a purpley palette. So this is probably Melt's version of monochromatic palettes. I feel like if I didn't know this was Melt, I would have probably thought it was a more affordable brand. So I'm a little bit bummed because I love that they make the palettes that they make, that they're kind of a similar vibe, but also I understand they wanted to do something different. It's cute. It's cute. It's just like one of those things where I'm like, do I need this? Probably not. Will I buy this? Probably yes, because I typically do buy Melt's collections. I still remember when the Mariposa collection came out. I was in the hospital. I was being induced and we just had this like crazy prolonged induction, but it was launched I think on November 12th of last year, right? And so I still remember thinking like, oh my gosh, like knowing my luck, my baby's gonna be born while this collection is launching and it's gonna sell out and all that jazz, but it actually didn't happen that way. My baby was born after this collection launched, but I totally remember telling my friends like, you guys better remind me to pick up the Melt holiday because I don't want to miss out. But that collection was very unique and I think just a little bit different compared to this one. This collection I feel like could have been any brand. So far they've revealed swatches of the Earth palette and yeah, to me it's definitely giving me like subculture vibes. I would definitely see myself buying all of these, but it's honestly really going to depend on the price of these palettes. I hope they price them like under $30. I really couldn't see them charging more for them because they are mini eyeshadow palettes. Now, if it was their standard eyeshadow palette, I could see it being priced more like under $50, but actually Melt probably under $60, but since they're minis, I would expect them to be under 30. I'm so curious to hear what you guys think of this. I was definitely expecting something more unique from Melt because I feel like that's what they're known for, and I feel like they work on their holiday collections like pretty much all year round. So I don't know, are you guys disappointed? Do you like it? I'm not like obsessed with it, but I also don't hate it. I think I'm mostly just excited that Melt is coming out with something new, but yeah, I'm very curious to hear what you guys think about this. Okay, the next new release that kind of had me shook is the ABH Rose Metals palette that was announced. So this is launching today. When you're seeing this video, I think they did sign up for early access kind of deal. So they say the 90s called and they asked for Rose Metals, a glam grunge warm and cool palette created with a variety of looks in mind. So I think some of these promo shots make this palette look really beautiful. I have seen people are kind of confused, like, what does this actually look like? I personally am just looking at the ABH pictures, and it's definitely like a more cool tone, gunmetal 90s supermodel vibes palette. This is so not me, but I'm really attracted to it. And honestly, the Nouveau palette was so good that they did. I'm really, really excited because I feel like this is going to be such good quality. So I plan to pick this one up. You guys will have to let me know if you're interested. But I feel like this is going to be a really good like mainstream palette, something that people are going to be able to pick up at Sephora and Ulta during the holiday season. So I kind of want to cover it for my channel and see if it's something my audience would be interested in. Okay, so the other big palette reveal, there's so much in my save folder, you guys, is the reveal of the Beauty Bay Dark Fantasy 20 color palette. So this picture, I think it looks like a screenshot that Trendstopia posted, but Beauty Bay does have like a little promo video, so I'll throw that up for you guys to see as well. And in the promo video, the palette looks amazing. In this screenshot, it looks kind of eh. Of course, you guys know I'm automatically attracted to that green section. I did talk about my Beauty Bay New Mood palette in my monthly rankings video that I just posted yesterday. And I was saying, like, I love Beauty Bay so much, but I've just had such a crappy experience with their shipping that I hate to, like, honestly support the website. It's just such a long wait to get their palettes, which is a little bit annoying when you're a makeup reviewer because you want to be able to get a hold of something pretty quick so you can let people know, like, hey, spend your money, don't spend your money, that kind of thing. So that's kind of bothersome to me, but the collector in me is kind of obsessed with how grungy and dark and colorful this looks. So I'm on the fence. You guys will have to let me know, are you interested or should I just pass on it? I love hearing what you guys think of this stuff as well. Okay, so the next thing that I wanted to talk to you guys about is the launch of the Glaminatrix Glamorous palette. I think this palette already sold out. I did post about it on my community tab. But this is so stunning. I feel like we've talked about this before, so I don't want to go on about it if you guys can't even get a hold of it. But if you did pick this up, definitely let me know in the comments. Then we have a sneak peek from Adept. So it looks like they're launching a shimmery blush palette. So I'm very, very curious to see. I haven't heard much about this yet. And they also have a neutral palette that they've been teasing for a while. So hopefully we'll get to see both of those products soon. And yeah, I'm just really excited because Adept does have one of my favorite formulas. Then we have a sneak peek from Divina Cosmetics. They're launching a new collection. I feel like usually they launch a new collection for Black Friday, but this time it's launching October 1st, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard. Okay, so the collection is called the Phantom Orbs Collection, Velvet Multichromes, and I mean, Divina has some of the most gorgeous single eyeshadows, so I will post some videos of the shadows that they're sneak peeking. I don't know if I'll actually buy these just yet because I don't gravitate towards single eyeshadows as much as I used to, but I will definitely keep an eye on these because I'm very curious to see what they're coming out with. We also have this adorable palette from SugarDrizzle. I'm so excited about this one. I really like these 6-pan palettes. So this is their Trick Roar Treat. Drops Sunday, October 2nd, noon Eastern Standard. 3 multi-chrome, duochrome shades, and 3 mattes. $28.95. It's a limited edition Halloween collection palette. And the owner of SugarDrizzle is actually sending this my way. So as soon as I get it, I will film a video for you guys. And I do have a code with them as well. It's just KHMAKEUP if you want to use it to save some money. You don't have to use my code, but just use somebody's code so you don't have to pay full price. And yeah, I'm really excited because I really enjoyed the Meant to Be palette, so I can't wait for this new one. And then we have a sneak peek from Merit. It looks like they're going to be launching something. I think it's foundation. It says great skin, and then there's just like a whole bunch, or maybe it's skincare. Listen, I don't know. I don't know what they're up to, but... Oh, it says Merit expands into skin. Maybe if I just read the frickin' post. Okay, honestly, do I care about Merit skincare? Not that much. Okay, I feel like one of you guys tagged me in this. Makeup Revolution has a... Makeup Revolution, do you need help? Blink once if you need help, because this is actual insanity. They're launching another Halloween collection. This is the Carnival of Curiosity palette. We've got face paints, illusion palette, whatever that is. I mean, kind of cute, right? But just so overwhelming that like I couldn't even care to like be interested because it's just too much. That we've got Half Magic Beauty, upcoming powder shadows, and these single shadows are packaged in paper foam, compostable and recyclable, biodegradable material, custom mold of potato starch and cellulose. Okay, hopefully I read that right. This is really, really cool, honestly, because I just recently watched Samantha Ravindal do a video about like things that I can't remember what it's called, but I thought it was a great video, especially if you want to start like an indie makeup brand, or if you want to get more educated, see more behind the scenes of what it's like to be a small business owner. So I highly recommend watching that. If I can remember, I'll at least link her channel down below so you guys can go look for it. But she just talked about how she's kind of over celebrity brands, and if people are starting like brands or corporations are starting brands, she wished they would spend more time like looking into things that consumers want, like more sustainable brands, something more unique. And she just has a way better way of explaining this stuff. So I feel like this whole Half Magic packaging that's like compostable and like good for the environment, I feel like it's a great like step in the right direction, especially because that's kind of what she talked about in her video about how bigger brands, celebrity brands, brands that have the funding to kind of invest in look into this stuff, which would make it affordable throughout the industry, should kind of take those steps, those first steps. And I think that that's really cool that Half Magic is doing that, because I'm sure there's much more richer brands out there that do a lot less for the environment than they should be doing. Hopefully that makes sense. Okay, we have a sneak peek from Clarity Cosmetics. This is the Croc palette that will launch for Black Friday, and I feel like just based off of the packaging, it's going to be a cool tone neutral palette, which will be interesting to see. And oh my gosh, you guys, I'm such a dum-dum. I forgot to talk about this. So Glamlite announced their next collection, and I'm laughing because I'm a little bit surprised because I feel like I got so used to Glamlite doing kind of like the food themed stuff, but they're actually collaborating with Barbie, and we have a sneak peek of the palette here. So it says that, are you ready to see Barbie x Glamlite? And the palette's going to be revealed today at 1 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. So definitely stay tuned. I know I will be very excited to see this reveal because I do typically enjoy Glamlite stuff. And so far I can see some purples, some pinks, and some blues. She did say, I can't remember what she said actually, that it wasn't going to just be an all pink palette, which we can clearly see from the sneak peek. And then it looks like there's going to be some other products as well. So I'm very excited for Glamlite. I mean, that's a big deal, collabing with a brand like Barbie. She has a huge following, so really, really good for them. I love seeing indie brands win. It's really fun. Okay, next is a brand and a palette that I've already posted a video about. We had Fantasy Cosmetica reveal their new palette. So this is the Bard palette. And this is launching September 29th at 9 a.m. Pacific Standard. $38.99. Otherwise, they will also have bundles available with discounted pricing. This is another brand that I'm affiliated with, so I'll leave my information for you guys if you want to use my code. But yeah, this is a really cute palette. I had so much fun playing with it. I feel like I've been talking about Fantasy Cosmetica quite a bit on my channel, so I'm not going to go on and on and on about it, but highly recommend checking out my video if you guys are interested in hearing more of my thoughts on it. And then we have new makeup from Dior. This is the Dior Backstage Holiday 2022 collection. So we've got 2 eyeshadow palettes, 2 lip balms, and some plumpers. I feel like whoever tagged me in this tagged me because there's a green palette. Although I have zero interest in picking this one up. Maybe if Dior wanted to send it to me in PR, I'd take it, but I don't plan on spending my own money on it. I will say though that it looks cute. I really like that dark green shade on the bottom there, and I do have some Dior makeup that I enjoy, but I feel like the indie brands are coming so hard for my coin this year that I just have to be so careful with what I'm picking up. Okay, next we have the launch of the Pat McGrath holiday stuff. Well, okay, so I feel like as soon as I saw that she only dropped the makeup palette and the mascaras and like a liner, that I was transported back to 2021 where she did the same thing. She only launched the eyeshadow palette, and I don't really know why she does that other than maybe it's easy for them to handle order fulfillment. I mean, I feel like so many people have been so disappointed with Pat McGrath's slow shipping and things taking forever, so they only dropped the eyeshadow palette, the mascaras, and that eyeliner thingy. So I did grab the palette. I took a poll on my community tab on which new release you guys were the most interested in, and pretty much half of you voted for Pat McGrath, and then the rest of the votes were split between 3 other palettes that I've already covered in this video. So yeah, I'm honestly really excited that you guys are so interested in hearing me talk about Pat McGrath, so I can't wait for that to come. I don't know when it's gonna come, but I did shell out my hard-earned money for it, and I'm just so excited to play with the colorful shadows. Okay, let's talk about this. So we have 2 new skincare brands. We have Ledomania by Brad Pitt. First launches include a serum, the fluid cream, the cleansing emulsion cream. The goal is to imitate the organic cycle of nature. Okay, and then we have Barker Wellness by Travis Barker. He launched a few products before, but this launch includes their first skincare. Okay, so listen. I was one of those people that doesn't really care about like what celebrities look like, but there is a YouTube channel here that you can watch. I think her name is Lori Hill. I can't remember, but I know that she's based in Vegas, and I found her through Samantha March because I think they hang out, and so I watched her channel because she does basically like speculative videos on like surgery she thinks that celebrities have had. And I will say I can very much admit this without feeling bad about it. I'm not very well versed on all of the cosmetics procedures that are out there in the world, but her YouTube channel is so informative, and she doesn't like bash anybody or anything like that, but she gives like a lot of information. And oh my gosh, like I watched her video on Amber Heard and all of the procedures that Amber, or like she speculates Amber has done to her face. And it just like opened up a whole new world to me. I was like, honestly, there's a reason these celebrities look like they don't age. They have a lot of surgeries and procedures done. And listen, do whatever makes you happy. I have no qualms with that. But when celebrities are trying to sell skincare and make like coin off of people, I don't know. I just feel like it's not really fair, because if you're like me and you didn't know that you could have like a facelift and nobody would be any the wiser, I mean, is it really fair for you to be trying to sell your skincare brand? I don't know. You guys will have to let me know how you feel about that, but I just felt very ignorant to how much you can do and how young you can actually look because of that stuff. I mean, I sound really stupid and naive because it's like, there's no way Kim Kardashian looks like that just because she used really good skincare, right? I mean, is she like 40 plus now? She doesn't have like a wrinkle on her face. There's a reason for that. Please don't come for me. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just saying I don't understand celebrities coming out with skincare brands because they're not just having such gorgeous skin because they take care of it. There's a lot that goes in behind the scenes. And I know I've mentioned that before, but I would highly recommend checking out Lori Hill. I'm pretty sure that's what her channel is called. But I'll link it for you guys because it was so informative. Okay, next we have from Too Faced. It's their new holiday collection or one of their holiday collections. Honestly, I can't keep up, but this is the Yummy Gummy makeup set. We've got the mini Too Faced Christmas Bake Shop makeup set. We've got the mini lip injection plumping mobile lip plumper set. The Christmas vacation must, okay, there's so many things. I'm not going to keep reading them. I'll try and throw up some pictures for you guys. Their little palette packaging is kind of adorable, honestly. It doesn't mean that I want to buy it, but I can say it's cute. That little hot chocolate palette looks adorable. The Secret Santa palette with the little pink Santa Claus. Oh, so cute. So cute. I even love the gummies. Like, listen, I love a good gummy bear. So it's cute, but easy pass for me. Did we talk about this? Oh, I don't think I had seen the palette when I mentioned this in last week's video, but we have the launch of the ColourPop x Disney Hocus Pocus collection. Now, this is their third time collabing with Hocus Pocus, but this is a collaboration with Hocus Pocus Part 2, which is the second movie that's launching at the end of the month on Disney+. So I can't wait to see it because I'm ready, because I did not grow up watching the first one, so I don't like that movie. But I'm excited to give it another chance. I will say that this collection was so tempting. So I was really interested in picking up this collection, but I just have such a limited budget this month that I can't buy everything. And like I already said, I want the ABH palette, I want the Huda palette, Melt palettes. We've got to get maybe the Beauty Bay palette. The Sephora sale is coming. Like, there's so many things that I need to budget for that I just simply cannot get everything that I want to have. So yeah, I ended up passing on it because I felt like everybody that got it in PR already has their videos up anyway. So it's not like I'm going to add anything new to the conversation really. So as much as I thought it was cute and I wanted it, I decided to pass on it. Maybe if it comes to Ulta at some point, or if I can pick it up on a sale, I'll just get it to have it, because I do have the other two Hocus Pocus palettes and I think they're cute, but I don't love the movie enough to have them, so I'm okay for now. Is basically where I'm at with that. You guys will have to let me know, did you guys end up picking it up? I know some people are diehard fans of the movie, so I'm happy for you guys that you were able to get a palette like that if that's something you were interested in. So this is the last thing I want to talk about, and I figured let's go ahead and talk about something that is 100% no. Like, basically you'd have to pay me to buy this palette, and I was like, what the heck is this? So Beauty Bay just dropped a 42 pan berries palette, and it's 42 shades berry tone palette featuring all reds and pinks that you could possibly need, from mattes to pressed shimmers. So I bought the berries palette that was like a 20 or 16 pan palette because they launched like the earthy palette, and then there was a blue purple palette, and then they launched a berries collection, but it was a smaller palette, so I was very confused. So I feel like this one maybe was lost at sea and they finally recovered the container that had all the 42 pan palettes that were supposed to launch with the earthy and the blue palette that I can't remember the name of. So like, I'm very confused, but it's so weird. It's so weird. I mean, first of all, who needs a 42 pan berries palette? Which, granted, like, I'm not the one to talk because I did buy the blue one and the green one, but I feel like this definitely got lost in shipping because it should have launched with the other two 42 pan monochromatic palettes that they did. So it doesn't really make sense. And I mean, I'm like, do I want this to like collect them? But it's like, no, I don't want this to collect it. I still have the blue palette and then the giant rainbow 42 pan palette, the 2.0 bright palette to play with. I haven't been able to film with those either, so the last thing I need is to buy another 42 pan palette. So yeah, I don't know who this is for. I don't know why we needed this. It's an easy pass for me. You guys will have to let me know what you think. So friends, that is everything for this week's new makeup releases. And I'm so excited because there's so many good launches. I want to hear from you guys. Let me know down in the comments what you want to see on my channel. It really helps me out when I know what collections and products you guys are interested in, just so I can like prioritize a little bit better. So if you feel like sharing your opinions, let me know down in the comments. Thank you guys so much for checking out this video, and I will catch you in a new video tomorrow. Bye guys.